Hey guys, welcome back to Casta's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making basil pepperoni bites. They're a lot like pizza, except you do a basil butter sauce instead of cheese, and you serve them to guests, and they're usually done in about 10 minutes. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is zoom in, as I have been practicing doing it properly since our garlic press video last week. So there we go. You should be able to see everything I'm doing now. We're going to start with some just store-made French bread, or Italian bread. It really is your call. And we have our lovely toppings. My choices today were pepperoni, fresh basil, and tomatoes. And baby tomatoes were on sale at Trader Joe's, and so that's why we're going to do what we're going to do. So, fantastic. So the first thing you do is you preheat your oven for 450 degrees. And then what happens after that is we're going to cut the bread. Now what I like to do, here I absolutely have to put the cover back on this thing because you guys have to see what this thing is. Okay, so this is a pizza cutter, right? Alright, nothing fancy about that. Well, again, it's like the garlic press, I thought so. Put it in. Now this is just for you musical types. It plays in C major. I don't know, I just had to show that. So we're going to pull this baby out, and then we're gonna go and etc. Through the bread, usually about an inch. I always guess, you know, I'm just a home cook. I'm not a professional chef, though people seem to love my food, so I guess that's what counts, huh? And then we're going to take our bread and we are going to prepare it. Now, normally what I would be doing right now is I would be putting it on my Pampered Chef rectangular stone pan. But that's in the oven with the pizzas I'm going to show you next. So what we're going to do instead is use tin foil. Think, maybe. No, that's a bad idea. Let's go ahead and use a plate. That's good. Take our lovely plate, place it on the table, and then we're just going to toss the bread on there so you can see that if you want to. I'm sure you probably know how to do that. But my stars. So these kits come with all sorts of stuff. And it's funny, it's really been a journey learning how to properly use it. So there's our bread, and that's all good and well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to face the bread up so we can start putting toppings on it. Now what I have prepared for us is a buttered jalapeno cilantro sauce. And how I did that was, a second, putting my bread out, was I took some butter, I took some fresh basil, and I actually just melted them. And I'm happy to show you how to do that. So basically what I did was, I actually, again, took my pizza cutter. Are we doing it? Yes. Good. I really need a camera back. Great. So we took our basil, and then we took our fancy pizza cutter, and we went, I guess the sound effects aren't necessary. Sorry, I do that in the kitchen when I'm all alone. And you literally just slice it through. My friend Nicole just got a pizza cutter, so if she watches this video, she'll know that using her urban diffuser and her pizza cutter will do wonders on making aromatic treats and pizzas. It really was that simple. So it's pretty and it's cut and we're ready to roll. So then we're just going to take that and we're going to put it in our bowl, which I'm going to take that out for now. Toss it in. I already pre-melted the butter, so that's done. And we're just going to whisk it through and stir. Now, I like a little bit of a kick when I work, so what we're going to do now is add a little bit of jalapeno. This is optional. I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea. Plus, it gives you a chance to show you how I use this thing. This is my grater. And as I mentioned before, I don't do the whole dairy thing, so you would think that I wouldn't have a use for a grater, but this one does everything. It has a handheld thing. You can also flip it down so it actually stands up, so you could just like grate like you would with a mandolin when you were cutting. And it also cuts chocolates. It cuts ginger, let's see, just about anything you put your hands on. So I've been testing the waters with it. So I have actually been taking pretty much anything I could think of and shoving it in there and seeing if it works. So what I did was I took a jalapeno, smoothed the butter. I have a studio apartment and a very small kitchen, so we're working with it, right? And I just took, give me a chance to show you my cool utility knife. Okay, we took my utility knife. So fancy, it has onion stuff all over it. But I'll show you. Isn't it lovely? I love this thing. I have like 15 other knives and I haven't used anything else in the last 6 weeks. And we just cut our jalapeno like that. Really simple. Basic cut. And then we're going to pop it in to this thing. Let's see. Piece. Slide it on. Pop it in. And then we have a protector so we don't cut ourselves. And that literally inserts in to this. And then, with a sturdy hand, I literally am going to take this bowl of butter. Make sure you're still on with me. There we go. I'm going to take that, and we're literally going to go crack. Ha! I didn't put it on right. Okay, cool. All right, so let's see here. Let's try that again. Well, my friend told me to do this without practicing, so for you guys to see how human it is. It really is that simple. Even I can figure this out, so anybody can, and make beautiful, beautiful food. Okay. Put it back on. Let's see if this works this time. Yes, exactly. And that is going in beautifully. So we've got ourselves some finely diced jalapeno. Okay. And I'm going to show you, just so you know I'm not kidding. Alright, let's just come over here for a second. And then, wait, rumble. Beautiful. Yes, exactly. See, it's all meshed together and it's like a puree. It was that simple as soon as I didn't, drop anything in the bowl or whatever. Okay, so that's done. Now we're going to go back to the bread. And we're going to take my measuring spoon. Now my measuring spoon is awesome because it's different than any other measuring spoon I've ever had. Because how it works is it actually has little numbers on it. And you're able to actually push it up and down based on how much liquid or powder you're going to put in. So for my uses, I'm going to put this at, hope you can see this, 1 teaspoon. But if I wanted to, I could go all the way up to 4 teaspoons if I really wanted to. So then what I'm going to do, really I've made this look more complicated than it is, stupid camera. There we are. I'm going to take my jalapeno butter and I am going to just literally put a little dabble with the basil. Make sure there's lots of that nice chiffon basil in there. And I'm going to pop it onto my bread. Okay, scrape, scrape, scrape. Whoop. Got a little bit of garlic there. Beautiful. And then we're going to just pop that on again. And we've had my little bready things in there for about 5 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and check on those because they should take 5 to 7. It looks like that's about as long as this video is going to be, which is great. And there we go. Yeah, with other measuring spoons, I've always found it kind of difficult. Beautiful. They're done. Excellent. We're going to take these out so you can actually see, honest to goodness, moment of truth. Son of a bitch!